Here's 8 reasons that this is the rifle our Corps needs now. 1. The M27 operates, and appears to the enemy, just like the M4, allowing our current cradle-to-grave combat marksmanship training continuum to plug and play with all the weapons in the fire team. Also, enemy snipers and other personnel may be less likely to identify the automatic rifleman. That's a good thing. 2. The M27 has proven to be extremely durable when compared to the M16A4 and M4 or M4A1. For example, when using M855 ball, the M27 barrel and bolt may last over 35,000 rounds before requiring maintenance or replacement. The M4 barrel and bolt, locking lugs, may last upwards of 10,000 rounds under extreme use before requiring replacement. Current, newest recipe, M855A1 cartridges reduce these endurance numbers, respectively. The M27 has suffered some M855A1 teething issues. These issues were resolved in all the rifles. 3. The M27 has proven that it can sustain a round fired through a fully water-filled bore without damaging the weapon. And as important, the M27 can continue to fire without issue after this event. The M16A4 and M4 have proven incapable of safely firing a round through a water-filled bore. A reconnaissance man might care about that, and for that matter, the root of the word Marines has something to do with water. 4. The M27 sports a free-floating rail system that contributes to the baseline accuracy of the weapon. For example, USMC M27s have proven to group within 3 minutes of angle with M855 ball at a round count of 33,000, at 100 m. In contrast, the USMC considers 3 mo to be normal for an M4 or M4A1 when it's new, although many group better than that. 5. The USMC has recorded years of anecdotal evidence that suggest Marines have extremely high confidence in their issued M27ER and actively seek to retain the weapon for as long as they can. The USMC is a people business, and until we replace Marines with robots with AI, personal confidence is an important factor which contributes to the will of a Marine to fight and to believe his leaders are competent and care for him. 6. In the Makutea testing, which is available upon request from the USMC, the M27 proved to provide more continuous fires on an enemy, especially at night, with a far greater degree of accuracy than the M249. 7. Fast forward to 2017. The Marine Corps Warfighting Lab, MCWL, conducted a large-scale test of future concepts which focused on the 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines during a deployment cycle. One of the test concepts was to observe the effects of issuing M27ERs to every Marine in a given unit, usually a rifle company, and to equip every Marine with a sound suppressor. The results were largely positive with some added costs, both financially and physically. The M27ER, when fully outfitted, is about a pound heavier than an M4 or M4A1. Note: the M4A1 is slightly heavier than the M4. While the USMC is working on engineering change proposals, ECPs, to mitigate these effects, the M27 proved again to be an increase in combat capability over the currently issued M4 and M4A1. Marine Corps Systems Command published a request for information, RFI, to inquire to industry to produce enough M27s to meet the requirement, and one corporation was able to meet all of the requirements, Heckler & Koch. The USMC created a sole source purchase request, and that was protested with the GAO by FN Herstal, who is the contractor for the US Army M4A1. Note: the USMC has not purchased an M4/M4A1. Foot Stomper unit cost $1,329, since Colt Defense was the contractor. I'll come back to that. The GAO adjudicated in favor of the USMC, and an RFP was prepared to purchase M27s for every rifleman in every USMC rifle squad, and potential issuance to members of combat engineer squads, reconnaissance teams, etc. 8. Yes, $150 million divided by 50,000, possible wow, is $3,000. However, the M27 does not cost $3,000. While the USMC has only alluded to the actual cost, the USMC has publicly stated that the new cost of each M27ER is less than was paid for each Colt M4 or M4A1.